All right, guys, what's going on, YouTube? Welcome to the Jim of All Trades channel. My name's Jim. I'm a crypto trader and a Forex trader, here to help you understand the market from an Elliott Wave perspective. Happy New Year to you guys. It is 9 p.m. I'm normally doing Sunday night charts about now, but it is New Year's Eve, and we're going to just offer this video to you, just a very quick update on what I'm seeing. Hopefully this the 2024 will bring a renewed vigor in my world for some new content to the channel. We're going to start bringing regular videos weekly, Lord willing. And my wife had some good ideas for some videos about teaching trading and whatnot. So we're going to see if we can make some changes and some improvements to the channel. Get back to the glory days of the Jim of All Trades channel. Hope you guys are excited about that. But with that, let's jump into the charts. Don't forget, I'm not a financial advisor, just trying to show you what I see in the market from an Elliott Wave perspective. All right, looking at Bitcoin, guys, on the 4-hour chart. Basically, the quick and dirty of it is that this is appearing like a wave 4, some kind of a consolidation area where it's a classic. It looks, at least it appears, very, very corrective in nature. So to talk about, the kind of correction I'm talking about here, we're talking about areas like this on the chart right here, where you get a lot of chop, you get a stop hunt, and then continued movement to the upside. Okay, you get a lot of chop, stop hunt, continued movement to the upside. A lot of chop. This one didn't stop hunt the low, but gave you continued movement to the upside. Okay, chop, 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 stop hunt to the low, continued movement to the upside. So again, that's kind of Bitcoin's habit. Usually at the tops of pivots. So this is looking like a very finished wave. It's looking very 5-wave-ish. It looks about finished. If I were to count this, I could say 1, 2 right there. This looks like the top of wave 3, and then we could be in some kind of a wave 4, looking for a stop hunt to the low, somehow whenever this is finished, and then probably a wave 5 up to finish would be my guess. Okay, so that's the way I'm basically looking at this wave. If that's a 5-wave move, what would that be in the grand scheme of things? Zooming out, that would be a 5-wave move ending what could be a zigzag, where you basically you can call this an A wave. Maybe that's B and that's C, something like that. We look for C to finish up here somewhere around 50K range, or to hit this high, take out this liquidity at the top of this mark right there. That might be what's in store. Let's see, what else could it be? It could also be an extended 5th wave of a really, really ugly expanded flat, where you have an A wave, a B wave, and then a C wave right there. And that the C wave is 1, 2, we're going to call that 3, 4, and this is wave 5, looking for wave 5 to finish somewhere again around those targets up there. We're close. Potentially, it's close to a top, if not topped out already. I have seen tops like this sometimes where it kind of looks like 4th wave, looks like it's going to go, and it just kind of rolls over and falls down. So you got to watch out for that. This could be the end of a wave, but usually I'd like to see that stop hunt to the low, a hit to the high, stop hunt to the high, and then boom. It's basically it's the pulse of the markets. You get sideways, hit boom, boom, and then go. Okay, so this is the heartbeat of the market. It looks like this. Okay, stop under the high, go low. That's the heartbeat of the market. It's the way the market moves, and you can kind of see how that plays on the small time frame, high time frame. You can see it all over the place. So, looking for that hit to the low, boom, hit to the high, finish up. That would give us a nice 3-wave shape here, and then another go. I like that. It's pretty simple. It's pretty simple idea. Looks like the rest of the market is kind of gearing up for the same thing. Looking at Ethereum here, go to the 6-hour time frame. Just kind of peek at this wave. I was thinking this is a good potential for a top, but again, all of this looks kind of corrective. Come hit the low and then come up and hit the high one more time. If you look at the way Ethereum likes to move, you'll notice that we have lots of peaks here. And they don't double peak. They just single peak and then they reject. And what you'll notice is that when you get this chop here, you usually get a little hit to the high, boom, and then there's rejection. You kind of see that on a regular basis right here. Chop, hit to the high, rejection. Chop, hit to the high, rejection. Okay, so right now we're in kind of the chop area. Okay, and now we can talk about different ideas of what shape that can make, but we're kind of in that chop area where we got chop. Let's hit the low, hit the high, and then rejection. So that's kind of what I'm expecting here. Let's finish up this corrective wave, this fourth wave consolidation of some kind. Let's go hit the high, and then let's get some rejection after that. Okay. In the grand scheme of Ethereum, that would kind of look like a leading diag of some kind, or yeah, maybe a leading diag, something like this. Maybe, yeah, I would say that's the best look at it. You'd like to see a three-wave move retesting the lows. This also could be some kind of a really ugly complex correction here, where you have this is actually a WX and a Y wave, where the Y wave is a lot bigger and more drawn out than the W wave. So but that is a corrective structure. Some people call it bear flag, but that could be looked at as a corrective structure as well. In that case, I would love to see, for symmetry's sake, a W. Let's call this the X wave. It's got to finish up a little higher, and then we'll look for the Y wave to finish, and we'd be looking for three waves. Okay, that's still my macro idea there, that this right here is corrective in nature, and that we're looking for retests of this level. And this is actually a finished impulse wave. That's a finished impulse, finished Elliott wave, and then looking for a complex three-wave move to the downside. Okay, so looking for this complex wave back down to finish. So I am looking higher targets here, higher targets for Ethereum. I do like the tops of these waves over here. 38K isn't 3,800, I should say, isn't a bad target zone to be thinking about, or somewhere. The 618 retrace of Ethereum, if it wants to go 50%, is 2865. 33 to 3400 is the 618, if that gets really extended. I'm not sure if it's going to get extended or not. We'll have to watch and see how this plays. This could take several other shapes as well, but my best take is that this is what I know so far. We'll just take it wave by wave. Is that this more than likely is some kind of a consolidation wave, looking for higher. Best I can tell. We're not going to look for higher too much. If we start coming back down and breaking the 50% retrace of this particular wave. So if we start coming down here and we get below 50% of the retrace of this wave, then I'm going to say, you know what? This looks like it's reversed, looking for a three-wave pullback and continuation to the downside. So that's the way I would be watching that as it develops. My primary idea is that this is corrective in nature, looking for more upside to come. Let's zoom in on this wave and see what shapes could be made here. I've got some ideas as to what might happen on the hourly chart. You can just take it or leave it for ideas. But as Elliott wave traders, what we do is we look for 3s and 5s, put them together, and see what we can make. See if we can make sense out of this. Let me go on the chart. The 30-minute might be a little bit more detail there. There we go. This is basically right here. You can kind of see this is very, very three-wave-ish right there. Very three-wave-ish right here. Now I'm kind of looking for, I'd like to see 5 waves to the downside. So this could be some kind of an ending diag of some kind. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Looking for 5 to finish. And that would be a really nice structure for a 3-wave move. Let's come and hit this low. It could get a little extended and oversold, and then reject. So that's an ideal wave for me. It's look very pretty on the 4-hour chart as a 3-wave move if that played. Even smaller time frame than that. Just looking at how this may play, I suppose people are looking at this as a potential triangle. I'm personally not looking at it as a triangle. I'm not a big fan of. I only until the very end will I say, oh yeah, it's a triangle, right? But I suppose we could have a triangle here where you've got A, B, C. We're in the middle of D, and then we'd look for E. So that's certainly plausible. In which case we'd be looking for 3 waves back to the upside, and we might be in the middle of something like that now. I can also see this coming down a little deeper and then coming. So there's a possibility as well. We'll look at this wave a little bit more carefully in just a minute get some trade ideas for the next week or so. But yeah, I suppose this could be a triangle. And the other possibility, I suppose, is that we could be dealing with some kind of a larger expanded wave where this actually is going to come up, work its way up, and take this top out in a three-wave fashion. Okay, and then we come down, stop hunt the low, and that would be an expanded flat, boom, like that. Very common in Bitcoin. In Bitcoin's maneuvers there. So that's a very common shape there. So I would not be surprised to see this come up, take this high, and then reject, boom. And what that often looks like to people, it looks like a finished wave. It'll look like we got an impulse, we stop hunt, and then we reject it, and all of a sudden it looks like a reversal. And then before you know it, price goes on up to take the highs out again. So watch out for that scenario as well. Those are different things to watch. What I would do personally, if you just want to watch this develop on your chart, is draw that triangular trend line and see which way it breaks. Okay, whichever way it breaks, look for that to be the fake out. Okay, so if it breaks to the downside like so, that's going to be a fake out. That's going to be a finished three-wave move, and then boom, look for a fifth wave to the upside, more than likely. Okay. If it actually ends up breaking to the upside, look for that. It's two different fake outs. If it creates the triangle, so if it gives you A, B, C, D, E, okay, you need all 5 waves, A, B, C, D, E. Then it should break to the high, okay, and then it should reject. That'll be a fake out in that way, okay. And then the final fake out is that you can get some kind of a 3. Instead of giving you all 5 waves of a triangle, it just goes up in 3 waves, takes the high, and you want to see it in 3 waves. You want to see that 3 waves and then reject, take the low. That'll be the fake out to the upside, double fake out, and then we'd be going back up again. So that's kind of where we're going to be over the next, I would say, the next week or so of price action. Those are the 3 or 4 different ideas that I've had in this range. So if you want to learn how to trade this kind of chop and make money in this environment, this is exactly what we do in our Discord. Love to have you in there. If you're struggling with trading or you're losing money and you want to stop losing money, come on in, get an education, be around guys who are accountable to each other, working together as a team to learn to trade this market well. We've got a lot of experience dealing with psychology, dealing with emotions, as well as what the market tends to do from an Elliott wave perspective, anticipating the shenanigans of the market and being ready with no FOMO, even keel emotions, and we'd love to have you in there. So if you want to have a positive year this year, and you want to get over your difficulties trading, come on in. If you want just daily, and if you just want to come in for the daily analysis, maybe you're a swing trader or an investor, but you want daily analysis to kind of keep track of where Bitcoin's going. That's what we do as well. I've got 2 live streams a day, offering information and updates every day on what the waves are doing. With that said, guys, hope you guys have a happy new year. Hope that analysis kind of gives you a sense for where we're going for Bitcoin. See you this week with a couple new videos, and next Sunday for Sunday night charts. You guys have a great night. Bye-bye.